The legalization of marijuana. This topic is growing with more and more concern in our country every day. In fact, we now have two states, Colorado and Washington, who have legalized marijuana for recreational use. It is these steps that make the war on drugs ever closer to being over. So why is it not legal already? And for that matter, what is it, you might ask? Marijuana is a green, brown, and gray mixture of dried, shredded flowers, stems, seeds, and leaves of the hemp plants Cannabis sativa and Cannabis indica. The consumption of this plant, either smoking or used in cooking, give the user a sense of euphoria, and is a great stress reliever too. That still leaves the why. Why is marijuana so frowned upon in our nation? The real problem is the effect of all that government spending has on our economy. Our nation's war on drugs is a growing concern, with billions of dollars being spent chasing after marijuana users before trying them and ultimately sending them to jail. The astounding part is that there are violent crimes that get less of a punishment than for possession of marijuana charge. In fact, the average time served for a federal charge of sexual assault is 35 months. Battery is closer to 29 months as well, where a federal offense due to marijuana yields you 36.2 months in prison on average. How can this be? Is it really worse to have people getting high than to be sexually abusing each other? Marijuana has had no recorded deaths and therefore should be treated as such. The solution to the war on drugs is the legalization, cultivation, and regulation of marijuana by the state's governments. It is a lucrative cash crop, and it is estimated that the sales of marijuana in California topped $14 billion annually last year, and an estimated $8 billion would be saved annually in government spending on enforcement, including for the FBI and the U.S.-Mexico border security. Legalization and regulation is the key to stimulating the economy. It cuts government spending while creating a new section of business and thousands of jobs. Marijuana regulation could mean a huge boom in the unemployment numbers. The industry would need all the operational workers like growers, distributors, and salesmen. It would also need managers and accountants, as well as a marketing sector. We are on the verge of something huge for our country. This economy is still in need of help, and I feel that it is our best strategy to fix our economy. Make a lot of jobs, keep peaceful people out of jail, while changing the attitude of the nation. Marijuana is known for its success with treating depression and anxiety. So why not make it a part of your everyday life? It is a safe way to release stress that does not harm the individual, and that is something that we, as a nation, should be interested in. Violent crimes like aggravated assault seem highly unlikely when the man is under the influence of marijuana, and as such, I feel we would see significant drops in crime rates of non-marijuana related crimes. For example, the annual tax revenue for cigarettes in 2012 was $17 billion. Marijuana could be used the same way. Marijuana regulation would yield tens of billions of dollars for our nations in taxes alone. Along with the steady flow of voluntary exchanges, I feel our country would be on the rise and climbing quickly. Although marijuana does not have the clientele base that cigarettes have, and that would be correct, but how many people would smoke marijuana if it was legal, like cigarettes or alcohol? Not only that, But in teens, cigarette smoking is becoming less and less common, and in fact has fallen behind to marijuana. Marijuana is the future. It is growing at an alarming rate, and in teens today, 23% say they smoke pot, while only 18% say that they smoke cigarettes. In conclusion, our economy is in need of help. Marijuana, I feel, is the greatest solution to our struggling economy. The regulation of marijuana will bring in billions of dollars in revenue, as well as create many, many jobs. It is our job as a nation to stand up for what we believe in. We must put forth an effort if this country is ever going to recover and prosper. So believe in weed.